welcome to this week's Celebration Assembly. We are going to dive straight in and hear from our wonderful teachers for our Stars of the Week first. Here we go.
Hello everyone, Mrs Mengam here from Donaldson class. And it's the end of another amazing week in Donaldson class, full of fantastic learning. We've also got a new member of our team. Welcome Charlie. It's been a brilliant first week for Charlie this week. Our Star of the Week this week is somebody who's always very busy, quietly working away. And normally we don't get to hear a lot from this person. So it's been great to have them come out of themselves a little bit. This person has started sharing their ideas a little bit more, and it's been wonderful. They've always been passionate, like Paolo, about their reading and their writing, and we've always seen fantastic work from them. But I think just lately we've seen a real step up. And so our Star of the Week this week is the fabulous, the wonderful Preston. Well done, Preston. Keep up the good work.
Hi everybody, it's Mrs Kendall here from Milne class, and what a busy week it has been here on the bottom floor again. We've been carrying on with our topic on food this week, so we started the week writing instructions on how to make a fruit salad, then we made a fruit salad, and then finally we ate the fruit salad. So we've had lots of fun doing that this week. We've also started a topic in RE about different celebrations. So we've learnt about different faiths and different celebrations and how different people celebrate different things. So that's been really interesting too. So this makes my decision on Star of the Week really, really tricky, as always. But I've chosen someone who makes me smile every single day. He bounds into school full of passion, just like Paolo here. He's always got so much to say about the world, about people, about dinosaurs, and he's taught me a thing about dinosaurs this year, I can tell you. This week in particular, he's been showing us his great moves, particularly for the singer Bruce Springsteen. We've been listening to him this week, and he's also been showing us his great moves in our cosmic yoga as well. But not only that, he's been trying so hard with his sounds and with his reading and with his incredible writing this week. His letter formation has just blown us all away. He has been absolutely amazing, and his brain has been pinging away all week. So for all of those reasons, and for putting an enormous smile on my face every single day, the Star of the Week this week in Milne class goes to Eli.
Miss Folks here on the ground floor. Happy Friday! As you know, it's my favourite time of the week because I love to celebrate the success of everybody across school. And what another magnificent week it has been in DAL class, with loads of children showing passion for their learning, and we've been really working on being dependable this week, and everybody has shone so brightly. Always makes it a really tricky decision though, when there are lots of children making the right choices and being dependable. But Mrs Cartianizia and I are super proud of this person. He has really changed his attitudes towards learning. He is starting to put in so much effort into everything he does. Whether I say we are going to read our class book, the BFG, he cheers. If I say next we're going to do phonics, he cheers. He celebrates the success of other people. He's so kind and polite. And what we're most proud of is his incredible writing this week. Now, at the beginning of the year, this person used to say, I can't do it yet, Miss Folks, I can't do it yet. And he's kept on going. He's using his phonics. He's not giving up and putting in so much effort. And because of all that hard work and perseverance, He has written the most amazing story and innovative version of Jack and the Beanstalk. We are incredibly proud of you. Our star of the week this week, it's Finley!
Hi everyone, Miss Barrett here from Rosen Class on the ground floor. So, star of the week again. It's been a very busy week in our class once again. We've been trying really hard this week to think more about our choices and trying to be really positive and trying to make positive choices when we're in our classroom and when we're moving around the school, walking with pride. And there's been a few people that have stood out for that. But I've picked somebody this week who has been trying really hard to think about his choices. He's been trying hard to think about what he's going to do before he does it, and also trying to manage distractions, so not letting himself get distracted by other people, and trying really hard to focus. So it's been so nice to see him trying so hard with that this week. But this person has also impressed me and lots of other adults, particularly towards the end of this week. He's been trying super hard with all of his writing, and a lot of adults this week saw his fantastic writing and how hard he's been working trying to sound out all his words independently, and he's done some amazing writing in his choosing time as well as in his Jack and the Beanstalk story that we've been writing at the moment. So both myself, Mrs. Hale, Mr. Parkhouse, Mrs. Kendall, we were all amazed with his writing. And Mr. Smith also came and spoke to me and told me how hard this young man has been working as well. So I'm delighted to give Star of the Week this week to Kieran!
Good morning everybody, Mr. Mould here. I hope you're all well. I hope you've had a fantastic week despite all of this drizzly rain. I'm sure we've all been showing lots and lots of pride, and I cannot wait to finish our week off on a high. My Star of the Week this week is quite simply such a fantastic addition to Team GR, as they have not been with us too long. They have been an absolutely fabulous addition to our school, having the most infectious smile, coming in and making so many friends so soon, and incredibly popular by being such a lovely and dependable young lady. This person has also tried incredibly hard with myself, not just in reception, but also in year one during their phonics. In fact, they have made a noticeable improvement in not just their confidence, but also their ability in their classes in the time that they've been as part of Team GR. So not only are they incredibly dependable, they are fitted in really well, but they are also got the right attitude to learning as well, and they are trying incredibly hard in their subjects. So, for, like I've mentioned, being an awesome addition to Team GR, my Star of the Week this week goes to Lindsay from Donaldson Class.
Hello, Mrs. Smithson here from Morpurgo Class on the middle floor with my Star of the Week. So my Star of the Week this week has shone so brightly I have needed my sunglasses in the classroom. She has made it to the smiley sun. She has shown such incredible resilience when things maybe haven't gone quite her way. She's also learning to talk herself in a much more positive language, and I have been delighted to see her in our class a little bit more often this week. My Star of the Week makes my day better just by being herself and by being amazing and her smile brightening up our classroom. So my Star of the Week for being really resilient, super passionate, incredibly intrepid, and just a brilliant superstar is Isabella.
Hi everyone, happy Friday. I can't wait for Celebration Assembly. This week, my class have blown me away with their passion for science. They have made so many discoveries. They've worked out which materials conduct electricity. They've built circuits, they've made switches. So I'm really proud of all of my super scientists. I also want to say a really well done to everybody in Reynolds class for their incredible fraction work. You've worked so hard with your maths. Really well done. So I have had quite a tricky choice, and Mrs. MacArthur and I spoke about who we might choose, and we thought really carefully, and we have chosen this person because she comes through our classroom door in the morning with a smile on her face, ready for anything. Whatever it is that we are learning about, she gives it 110%. And she always checks that everybody around her is okay. She's really, really kind, and she's a great friend. My star is always dependable, and I know that whatever it is we're doing, she's going to climb the sunshine board while she's doing it. And my star of the week has also shown great resilience with her maths work. So even when our fraction questions have got quite tricky, she's shown great determination. So me and Mrs. MacArthur are really, really proud of Martina.
Hi, this is Mrs. Humberg from Serdish Pandy class on the top floor. Well, we've had another really, really lovely week up here in Serdish Pandy class, and the sun has been shining super brightly, even when it's been raining outside. So we have been spending even more time on fractions, and we're getting to be real fraction whizzes. We've been carrying on with our geography, and we've done really well with that, and we've learned all about plastic pollution, so watch out for some posters asking us to be much more careful with our plastic. And we have also written some really fantastic letters. We're using the Boy Who Harnessed the Wind as inspiration, so we're really pleased with what we've done with those. We'll try and get them on Seesaw as soon as possible. So my star of the week has been trying really, really, really hard to primarily be dependable. It's not something I always find easy, but he has been really showing how important it is and how hard he's trying to do it. He has been showing really, really well in our early bird maths, how passionate he is about being a good talk partner, how encouraging he is to his teammates, how he can share his strategies to help somebody, and how kind he can be when he's helping someone else. He is super, super keen to show me what he's done, and he's working really, really hard to improve. So he's showing such passion for learning. So I'd like this person to keep on doing it, keep on going, keep on improving each week, and really, really well done to Christian. Well done, Christian. Keep
Good morning, everybody. Mr. Moll here on the top floor of the Tower of Power, where we've been enjoying a fantastic week once again in our Year 5 Pullman class. And my star of the week this week is a young person who's been integral to the success in each and every one of those lessons, because they show all of our pride values. When it comes to passion, they have more than Paolo. And for example, this week, they were literally bouncing up and down with excitement, telling me about the book that they are reading at the moment. And that was a wonderful experience for both of us to go through. When it comes to resilience, they never give up. So for example, this week, we've been doing some tricky word problems involving multiplication and division. Never gave up. Not for a moment did I think they would give up. They just crashed on with that work, asked for help when they needed it, and they were successful as a result. And they're intrepid. They're not afraid to try anything new. They see school as a great voyage of discovery, somewhere they can learn new things and try new things. And I know that they are so excited to come into school every day. In fact, I sometimes wonder whether they're actually banging on the gates on a Saturday and Sunday wanting to come in. They're also very dependable. I know that they'll always do the right thing, and that makes my life a lot easier. And I also know it makes the life of the people around this young lady a lot easier, because they can depend on her as well to be a good teammate, a good buddy, a good coach. For example, this week we've been working on some teamwork in writing newspapers together and publishing them. That's not the easiest thing, is it? Bringing together 5 or 6 different people with different ideas. Yet I know she worked really hard and used her empathy to think about the people around her, to make that project a real success. So, my star of the week is somebody who is an all-round superstar in my class. The name is, of course, Olivia. Well done, Olivia.
Hello, this is Mrs. Rabiner from Ralph class. This week in Ralph class, we've been doing some assessments and I've been so impressed by the resilience and dependability of all of our children. They have worked incredibly hard and I've been so proud of every single one of them. As well as that, we've done some amazing work in art and I'm so proud of their creativity. They really are brilliant artists. And we've begun some work on coordinates and maths and finished off our newspaper project. They have worked incredibly hard and the sun has been shining all week. This week, however, one person has particularly stood out. This is someone who has worked really hard this year on her English. She's a fantastic friend and always looking for how to make things better for people. Every single day she wishes me a good lunchtime. She tries her best with her work and she has just grown in confidence so much. Yesterday, she even went on with a message to another classroom and returned victorious. This week's Star of the Week, I'm sure you've all guessed by now, is Vanya. Well done, Vanya.
Good morning, everybody. It's Mr. Harrison here from Taylor class on the top floor. So our Star of the Week this week has shown that he's incredibly empathetic. He is such a good coach. I've looked up at him during our learning time so many times over the last few weeks, and every time I look I can see him helping those people around him, talking to them about the learning that we're doing and coaching them through various processes, especially in maths, and that's blown me away. He's totally mastered his understanding of percentages and he's really getting to grips with algebra, so much so that he regularly feels green or blue and can take on those coaching opportunities and some big tricky challenges. So for being intrepid, giving everything a go, and for being super empathetic and dependable with his coaching, our Star of the Week is Andy.
So our Star of the Week for the house this week is somebody who has been really intrepid and really resilient and having a bit of a change of routine and coming back and being really intrepid, coming back into the house. And he might be able to work out who I mean if I say this person has a real passion for learning, especially with codes and ciphers. So our Star of the Week for the house this week is Jim. Well done, Jim.
Good morning everyone, Mr. Smith here. Well, I've been making up my mind all week on who should have this shout out, and we decided on two heroes from Darth class. They are so passionate about their learning. Every time they know they've done something well, there's always a sense of euphoria. And even when we're doing something like a board game, they are so competitive, I often sit there crying, but they're only teardrops of joy and laughter. So for being fantastic at all kinds of everything, many congratulations, Danielis and Susanna.
Hello, Miss Maud here from Mumpergo class. This week I'd like to give a shout out to a young lady who's made me laugh a lot. In one particular lesson in the afternoon we were talking about family and we created some brilliant concertinas, and this beautiful alien creation in particular really made me laugh. So thank you, Taya. This shout out is for you.
Hello, I'd love to give a shout out to all of Mumpergo class this week for being so passionate with their 4 operations maths work when I was with them yesterday. And a special shout out as well to Mason, whose explanation of how to solve our division problem I couldn't have worded better myself. He really demonstrated how much work he has done with division and I was very impressed. So well done to everyone, especially you, Mason.
Hi, it's Mrs. Buren. Can I please have a shout out for somebody who has been incredibly supportive and really brilliant in school this week? And I'd like to do a shout out please for Mrs. Court. Thank you very, very much for everything you've helped me with this week. Thank you.
Time to celebrate those of you who have reached the Smiley Sun this week or have received a Head Teachers Award. Congratulations to all of you. Can we have a big Team GR whoop whoop and a round of applause, please? Mr. B's Team GR star goes to somebody this week who is always passionate about Team GR and is always dependable. Somebody that I can rely upon. So it goes to Mr. Harrison! Singing time now, and a lovely song this week. It's Good to Be Me, which is a great song to think about how we celebrate and recognise that we are all different and we are all unique, but how we can come together and help each other as a team for Team GR. So, singing voices ready, here we go. Okay, now we started our online celebration assemblies on YouTube all the way back in March 2020 last year, and I'm incredibly proud of all of the amazing assemblies that we've been able to put together and how they helped you in school and at home throughout everything that we've been through in the last 14 months. But I am very pleased to say that I think next week is going to be our last online celebration assembly, because when we come back after May half term, we are going to be enjoying phase celebration assemblies either in the hall space or outside, and I cannot wait to be able to get us back together and enjoy our celebration assemblies and singing once more in the school building. It will still be a little bit different for a while because we can't get everybody together to make sure that we're still being safe and within our phase bubbles, but it is going to be a really wonderful thing and I cannot wait. So next week will be our last celebration assembly online, and I think we'll have a few little special things to share and to reflect on from our time of having online assemblies. So enjoy that. But for now, take care, have a lovely weekend, stay safe. It's goodbye from me, Mr. Pete. And it's goodbye from Mrs. Mangum. Goodbye from Mrs. Kendall. Miss Folks. Miss Barrett. Mr. Mould. Miss Atkinson. Mrs. Smithson. Mrs. Homburg. Mr. Morland. Mrs. Rabiner. Mr. Harrison. And everyone at TGR, have a lovely weekend. See you next week.